Today I'm taking a look at my very first electric bicycle. This one I bought online and it costed me just $250. I think that's a crazy good value considering that a lot of regular mechanical bicycles will cost that much, but now you can get a fully electric bicycle for that amount. So let's take a quick tour around it. So one of the main features of this electric bicycle is that it's portable. So it's all completely foldable. So up here is the latch to take out the handlebars, super easy to change and adjust over there. Same thing with the seat, just a single lever to undo and then you can pull the seat out, and then the entire bike folds in half using this lever over here. So you can undo this lever and it folds in half around this pivot hinge over here. So this thing folds really compact. It'll fit into the trunk of pretty much any car these days. So that's one of the main features of this bike, is that it's small and portable. Let me go ahead and lock this again before I forget, and it folds on me while I'm biking. There you go, super easy to do. Now, another big feature about this particular bike and why I decided to buy it, and it's that it has shocks on the rear and the front. A lot of the other cheaper bicycles, electric bicycles, they don't have the shocks at all, because that's a big expense. But this one in particular, I wanted it for the nice ride. As you can see here, it has standard bicycle style shocks over here. And we have this nice big shock absorber for the rear over here. So it pivots down here on this hinge and the shock is right here. And this helps with the ride quality so much. I'm glad that this bike has shocks both front and rear. Now taking a look further back, you can see the battery. So this battery, another thing I really like about it is that it's a removable and replaceable battery. Yeah, so no more integrated batteries that after 5 years you're gonna have to toss away this entire bike. Hopefully later on, if this battery wears out, I'm gonna be able to buy replacement batteries because it's removable. Here's the little main power plug here to remove the power from it. And over here on the other side, you can see it has a lock, so it comes with a lock and key just for the battery, and it locks into the frame in the back here. So if I undo that lock, I can go ahead and I could just pull that battery straight out and replace it if I wanted to. That's pretty awesome. The battery is a 48 volt, 10.4 amp hour battery, 500 watt hours. On the back here, we can take a look at the rear wheel and we see that we have the integrated hub motor in the back. So the electric motor is built into the hub there. And we can also see over here the front and rear disc brakes. So that's another nice feature. So this thing definitely has way more than enough stopping power. That's pretty cool. Let's make our way up towards the front of the bike, and we could see up here another nice little feature. We have a headlight. You can push a switch on the handlebar and the light turns on. Just a nice little neat feature there. There's a light, and this thing also has a horn. Taking a look at this handlebar. Over here we have a cell phone mount. It's plastic, but it does have a USB port. So if you want to charge your phone while you're biking, you can do that. You just have to hook up your own cable into here and charge your phone with that. That's a pretty neat feature, I think. And over here is our power display, so we can see our battery. Actually, it's kind of hard to see, but you can see I'm at full bars right now. And then we have our throttle over here, and we have our on and off switch over here with a set of keys for the on-off switch as well. And of course, we have the front and rear mechanical brakes. So yeah, overall, a lot of cool features on this bike. We even have a little rear seat here, although I'm not too sure how useful that's going to be. That thing is so low to the ground, maybe only for kids or something. But yeah, overall, a nice and neat little bike. Let's bike around this construction over here. All right. Ooh, this thing moves. There's no speed display. Instead of pedaling now, let me try using the handlebar. All right, there we go. Oh, that's nice. Wow. That moves pretty good. All right, let's not get run over by a car. Throttle response is nice and smooth. Oh, looks like sidewalk's closed. Whoops. Oh, this is really awesome. Super handy. Real simple to use too. The ride is smooth. That rear shock, I can see it moving as I'm moving over these bumps, so it definitely helps. It's not jarring at all. It's so quiet too. The leaves crunching under the ground is louder than the bike. This is so relaxing. This is awesome. Can't tell how fast I'm going. I guess maybe 10, 15 miles an hour, maybe? Can't believe this thing costs under $250. Never think I'd see the day you can get an electric bicycle for that little. Now, of course, this is a smaller electric bicycle. It only has 14-inch wheels. I was really concerned about the ride quality of that. Normally, I think you'd want larger wheels for better ride quality, but the shocks, the front and rear shocks on this, it makes it feel so smooth. I'm not feeling any like vibrations at all. It's all nice and dampened. So I think the shocks on this are a real nice touch. I'd say this is just as smooth as a regular mountain bike with shocks on it. And the fact that this is just $250 still blows my mind. That's pretty awesome. Let's try out the pedal assist now. Oh yeah, there we go. So this is my very first electric bike, and whoa, with pedal assist it goes a lot faster. If I go backwards, does it slow down? No. So I can use my brakes to slow down. The pedal assist is a little trippy to me. Let's do a little turnaround there, nice. Because as my first e-bike, I've never had a bike with pedal assist before, and it's definitely a bit weird feeling, to be honest. I think I'll only use pedal assist when I'm going up hills or something, maybe. So, and of course it's completely optional. You could just use the throttle. I think that's the way I'm going to do it. I'm just going to use the throttle to go and only use the pedal assists for going up hills and stuff. Yeah, this is just so nice and relaxing. It's a beautiful fall day. Not too hot, not too cool. I'm not breaking a single sweat because of this nice little e-bike. I'm very pleased with this. It's a lot of fun. Just $250 for an e-bike. This is, what a good value. Oh, actually, I forgot about the speed setting. So this is on speed 1. Let's move it to speed 3. Is it any faster? Oh, there we go. It's faster now. Oh, whoa, now we're getting a little dangerous here. This feels like 20 miles an hour now. Whoa. Let's turn around and really give it a good rip at that speed. Yeah, I totally forgot that I was only on the first speed setting. And so now we're on speed setting 3. Let's give this a shot. Let's go. Let's start off with pedal assist. All right, pedal assist is still not too fast, but now let's give it the throttle. Oh, it's still smooth, but the speed really picks up. I think this is 20 miles an hour because we are moving now. All right, it was nice and relaxing on speed setting 1. On speed setting 3, this is really good. If you're late to something, you gotta get somewhere quick. Speed setting 3 is the way to go. Oh my gosh. This is really booking it now. Yeah. It's taking this little hill like a champ now. I will say this is drawing a lot more power from the battery. Up the hill, I was up to 2 bars battery. Now that I'm going downhill again, it's at 3 bars. So yeah, going uphill definitely sucks up a lot more battery. It's getting chilly now. I was saying earlier what a nice day it was, but cruising at 20 miles an hour, it's pretty windy now. I'm getting the chills. I think this is probably the legally mandated maximum, I think. I think the legal max is like 20 miles an hour or something. I think that's what it's topping out as. Whew, that's pretty speedy. All right, so that was at speed setting 3. Now let's do a quick little turnaround. Let's try speed setting 2. So I'm gonna flip over here to speed setting 2. Now let's give it some juice. So I'm guessing if speed setting 1 was 10 miles an hour, speed setting 3 was 20. I guess this might be about 15 miles an hour. All right, we're going uphill. Let's move it up to speed setting 3. Whew. You can feel just a little bit of a jump of power right there immediately just from doing that. Pretty cool. All right, we're going downhill. Speed setting 3. Woohoo! This thing really books. Wow. Don't want to crash at these speeds. I'm not going to say whether or not I have a helmet on right now. Let me just say that I feel like I should be having a helmet on. What a nice little bike. Let me stop down here. I think I still need to film some more B-roll of this bike. I will say the handling is a little bit more difficult because of the smaller tires. So it doesn't feel as stable as a larger bike, I will say. So even doing these little moves over here, just turning a bit, it feels a little bit more squirrelier. I think that's mostly due to the smaller tires. So I don't think you want to be doing any kind of crazy turns or racing with this bike. But for just plain cruising and mostly straight line speeds. All right, I'm getting the chills a bit just because of how fast it was, but yeah, there we go. This $250 e-bike. I'm pretty pleased with it. For this kind of money, I don't think you can beat it. $250 for an electric bicycle. I honestly can't think of too many negatives with this. The ride is super smooth. It goes plenty fast if you want it to. Pedal assist is really cool. I've never had a bike with pedal assist before, well, because this is my first electric bike. Front and rear brakes, lights, fully adjustable, fully foldable as well. This is just so cool. I'd say the only downside might be its perk, which is it's so small. This is designed to be a small foldable bike, but that also means it has small 14-inch wheels. And so that really takes a little bit of a hit on the handling side of things. But besides that, I think this thing works really well. All right, it's 3 days later and it's here. It came so fast. It ships the next day and then it was at my house 3 days later. So let's get into this box and see what's inside. Here's our charger. Looks like we have some pedals in here. A bag of some sort. I'm not sure what this is for exactly. All right, there it is. Awesome. It is a little bit on the heavy side. I'm guessing about 50 pounds-ish, so it is kind of annoying to carry, but I can still lift it with one hand. It's not too bad, but it's definitely a bit of a workout. Let's get all this foam off it next. So let's go ahead and assemble this bike. And wow, just like that, it's pretty much assembled. I just need to put the pedals on, but besides that, I think it's all together. It comes with a set of keys. Let's turn the bike on. Let's turn the bike on. Alright, I was a little confused because this bike comes with 3 separate pairs of keys. So this bike has 6 keys total. First, it comes with a bike lock in the box. Then attached to the battery, there are these 2 keys, and this is the battery lock. Because the battery is removable, but they don't want people to steal it, so the battery has its own built-in lock using these 2 keys. And then on the handlebars, these are your main ignition keys up here to actually drive this scooter. So just a bit of a confusion there with the 6 keys that are included with this bike. Oh, almost forgot the most important part. A nice, oh, that almost was a super satisfying peel. Oh no, video ruined. A little plastic is stuck in here. What? Oh, there we go. Can I save it? Saved. Video saved. Nice.